Welcome, you have reached review time with Imperial, and today's review will be Yellowjackets Season 2, Episode 5. Subscribe to the channel, like the video. Let's get into it. So this episode picks up right off where the last episode ended, with Taissa going into the store and seeing Vanessa. So you see that adult version of Vanessa owns an old school video store that it's nostalgic, and I guess customers come in there and they can rent old VCR players and rent VHS movies. Taissa faints in the store, and throughout the episode, Taissa meets up with Vanessa at her house and finds out that Vanessa's on Oxy. So they have a back and forth throughout the episode when it came to them, and Vanessa pretty much said she knew that Taissa knew that she wouldn't just abandon her, and she would keep her there until she got well. And so she just want Taissa to have some respect and show that, ask her for her support. Now, Taissa took a shower and fell asleep. But before Taissa took a shower, she seen these Oxy pills, and Van pretty much said, and Van means short for Vanessa, Van pretty much said, well, the Oxys wasn't hers, it was someone else's. And in the middle of the night, when Van thought Taissa was knocked out asleep, she slipped in where she picked the Oxys at and took one for herself. So she's on Oxy. When she turned around, the other split personality of Taissa was sitting in front of her, and Van said, oh, it's the other one. So that was pretty as much as them in the episode. Then you had it flips to, when they were on the island, and a young Lottie has a meditation session with the group to embrace Shauna's child. It goes to Callie is at the bowling alley with the undercover cop. Callie wants to get fresh with him and get busy. Of course, he knows he's a cop. He want to keep it professional, but he pretty much tells her that he's into her, but he want to take things slow. Now the cops, of course, want to get close to her, so they get closer to find out the real truth with Shauna. He has to use the bathroom. When he did, Callie looked up the name that was on the receipt for the from the bowling alley, and it shows up as M. Saracusa. Of course, Callie, being bright like her mom, she looks up M. Saracusa in Google and finds out that he's a cop. And so now she know what the play is. So it goes back to the a scene where it shows young Holly not talking. Travis is worried that he's not talking. So Travis and Natalie have it out in the episode about he holds her at fault for not being able to find his brother sooner. Now, it does show Javi speaks to Ben, pretty much said that his friend that he met out in the wilderness or whatever. So we'll see where that's going. So when the undercover cop Saracusa came back, Callie was already up on him and pretty much told him, hey, you need he told her that the person who her mom was having an affair with was her dad's best friend, Randy. And so that throws everything off, that it could have been Shauna having an affair with Adam. Misty and Walter is still looking for Lottie's compound. They find Camp Green Pine. So they found the compound. And Misty pretty much is raising some noise, asked the people, is Natalie there? They went and got Natalie. Natalie came out, pretty much insulted Misty and told Misty, they don't value Misty's friendship. And so Misty's constantly being mistreated and dissed. Misty told her that she was coming out there to rescue her, and she pretty much told her that Lottie owns the compound. Misty looked like, what? Ain't she in a mental health facility? And she said, no, she's running this compound. So, of course, Misty is not gauging the fact that they don't really look at her as true friends. And I think she even knows it, but she just deal with it just, to have a connection. So Walter pretty much, he sees that they don't really value her friendship. And so he pretty much began to tell her about herself, and also told her that he know that her friends is into a lot of different things, and people come up missing. And he acknowledged to her that he knew that she was lying about Adam online and everything like that. And he pretty much thought that Misty was the one that did the killing. When Callie gets home, Callie told her parents that she told somebody about the affair and everything. And they were like, who? And she finds out that, tells the parents clean that Saracusa has information to believe that Shauna was having an affair. So Shauna was okay with it. Jeff is worried. We also find out that, I didn't notice or whatever, so I must wasn't paying attention in the other episode, that Callie's in high school. I thought she was home for college. Okay, so the purple people wanted Natalie to June for a soul searching session. And then you had a younger version of Christy. And then you had another Yellowjacket player by the name of Crystal. But you find out her real name is Christine. And she just wanted to fit in. So that's why she didn't correct them when they first told her or said the wrong name. Her and Misty starts to bond until Misty states that when they first got done and everybody was gravitating to Misty and using her smarts, because they needed her, she found the radio transmitter and destroyed it. So Christine went in straight Crystal went in straight defensive mode, and she told Misty that they're not best friends. So Misty gets up, goes in rage, pretty much tells her, you ain't gonna tell anybody or I kill you, and backed her off the cliff where she died. And it shows Misty go down there and try to pump on her resuscitator. Despite Lottie being in a mental hospital, she runs a cult-like compound with spirituality and soul searching. So then it jumps to Shauna meets up with Randy at a motel. So she's pretty much trying to throw the cops off. And in the process of this, she wants to leave a mess behind that shows that she pretty much came there to do business. And so they fake Brandy is Jeff's best friend, so they fake like they was really mingling or whatever. And so Shauna did tell Randy to leave evidence to make it look like they did something. The cops come in and figure out that Shauna was playing with him, and the town cop pretty much said, well, your cover is blown. And he pretty much said, well, I guess we can use this to our advantage. Natalie sneaks in Lottie's office and then retrieve information. She confronts Lottie in front of the group, pretty much saying that they have Lottie has all their information and she's using them. The group in return back Lottie, and so Natalie was pretty much left to feel stupid. Lottie told the rest of the group just to leave so she could have one-on-one time with Natalie. In the process of that session, Natalie was able to find out that the darkness that they had on the island that got inside all of them, they all brought that darkness back to the States. A young Taissa and Shauna have a back and forth about Lottie speaking to her unborn baby. They get lost in the snowstorm. The same snowstorm is where Misty, the girl Crystal, and yelling at her and backed her, and where she fell off the cliff and died. But now the snowstorm came and pretty much could cover everything. And the fact that Shauna looks like she's gone into labor, it even shows it, makes it feel like, okay, make everybody's attention go off from her. Makes everybody's attention go off from Misty and focus on Shauna. Second scene towards the end, it shows Misty ringing on the doorbell at the compound, pretty much say that she want to join and can they help her. So you know Misty's just gonna be nosy and want to know what's going on. And of course, at the end, Shauna officially goes back into labor. So this episode wasn't as weird as the other ones I've been calling out. This one was rather decent. Subscribe to the channel, like the video. Till next time.